Okay, everybody, welcome back. My name's Estella. I'm with My Health Puzzle. I am a certified transformational nutrition coach. I didn't say that yesterday, but that's all right. And a digestive health specialist with the Food Enzyme Institute. That's my specialty. I love finding nutritional and enzymatic deficiencies in people whose doctors say they don't know what to do with them. Okay, I'm talking about my Hit Your Metabolism Reset Button course that is happening in February, okay? And I promised y'all that I would come back with a video about what is food. Because if we want our metabolism to reset, and the only way that our metabolism functions is with food, it takes the food, it breaks it down, which is digesting it, and it processes it either for active energy so we can function during our day, or it processes it by putting it into storage. There's a few parts of our body that use that they do that storage of energy. If our metabolism isn't working, we can't do those things. And then no wonder you're fatigued and exhausted, right? Okay, so the question then is, what is food? All right, what is food? Well, food is any substance that has protein, carbohydrate, fat, vitamins and minerals, and enzymes in it. Okay, most people think food is just something that has protein, carbs, or fat. Most people think that certain foods are only protein, certain foods are only carbs, and certain foods are only fat. Fact of the matter is that a lot of foods have all three. It's just to varying degrees. So one might have more protein, a little less fat, and hardly any carbohydrates. Another might have heavy carbs and a bunch of fat and less protein. So it just depends on what kind of food you're eating, right? Okay, but here's question number 2. How long ago has it been that that food that you ate ever walked, flew, grew, or swam? Was it 10 years ago in a can? All right. Listen, what is food? We want to get food that actually has living enzymes in it, that actually has the appropriate measure of ratios of carbs, fats, and proteins, and vitamins and minerals. We don't want food that has been processed to the point that it's really not recognizable as food anymore. Because stuff that is processed to the point that it really doesn't look like what it did so much when it swam, grew, walked, or flew, that stuff is processed by your liver. Right? Now your liver has a lot of work to do. Your liver is very, very, very busy making sure that your immune system is able to cope with the continual bacteria, viral stuff that comes in and out of our bodies, and that we can stay healthy that way, right? Your liver is always producing things that help digest your fats. And your liver is a storage chamber for glucose, believe it or not. It's one of the storage chambers for glucose. Your liver produces enzymes that help detox chemicals that come in and out of your body. All right. So now if we're adding to all of that very important stuff that your liver is doing, we add to that feeding it Frankenstein foods, like the kind that, is in cans and is in McDonald's and is in soda pop, things like that. Okay, if we add that insult to injury, then your liver has to do double duty. Okay, and it's going to have to process all that stuff. We're busy eating food that is GMOs in it. We're busy eating food that is hybridized. We're busy eating food that is packaged. We're busy enjoying too much sugar, putting way big a load on the liver. Okay, when we're eating those kinds of things, our liver is working overtime. And everyone will have some part of their body that yields the stress, because the biggest source of stress is undigested food. So if you are sitting here dumping junk into your body through your mouth, drinking junk and dumping junk, and you're exposed to toxins in your environment, and you're exposed to mental toxicity, and you're exposed to the natural, normal bacterial, viral things that come in and out that we really don't have any control over, you're setting yourself up for a lot of problems in your health down the road. Just saying, that's just the way that it goes. And where they're going to crop up is in your genetic weakness. So if your family has a history of cardiovascular disease, you're going to probably see it if you're stressing your body out the way I just talked about. If your family has a history of diabetes, you're going to see that kind of development go on in your health as you move along. Right. So To repeat, what is food? Food is a whole food is something that has protein, carb, fat, minerals, vitamins, and enzymes. 6 things have to be a part of this substance in order to be called food. Okay, now here's the rub. When you cook your food, you kill the enzymes. So your normal white bread loaf has got no enzymes in it because enzymes, they help to break down the food. And you need 3 things to break down your food. You need to have the right material that the enzyme's going to work with. You need to have some sort of water, and you need to have some heat. So, inside our bodies is a perfect environment for enzymes to work. And enzymes are very specific. They're like locks and keys, The enzyme sits there, waits for the substrate to come by, and then it goes kunk, and then it breaks it apart into 2 pieces. And then it sends it on its merry way. Maybe another enzyme will come along and attach to it. And I'm talking about your digestive enzymes and your metabolic enzymes, all right? Okay, now when you think of a piece of food, for example, banana, and you think about the process of the banana becoming more and more brown, more brown spots, and then eventually it becomes all brown. That's enzymes at work right there. The enzymes are actually digesting the banana. The enzymes are breaking down the banana. Okay, so think about it. If you're eating food that is junk and your body doesn't know what to do with it, it's gonna have to store it somewhere. And most of the time it stores it in your fat cells because your body thinks this is the safest place for this toxic substance I have no idea what to do with. So we're just going to tuck it away in the fat cell. That way it's not going to bother the body, won't make this person die. That's what your body's doing. You know what? I tell my clients that they need to actually find a way to be happy with their fat because that's their body protecting them. When you have too much fat on your body, it's because your body's trying to keep you alive, and it's pushing things that are toxic to you into those cells to keep you safe. That's really what your body's doing. Okay, so I hope that answers your question about what is food. Next video, I'm going to address the question of what is energy? Where do we get this energy? What is energy? And how does the body do it? All right, talk soon.